Yes, so welcome everyone. Welcome to this preview. And the purpose of this is for you to really get a feeling of what the program is like, Awaken Your Womb. So we are going to be doing the first call today. And just like I start my circles, I am going to invite us all into the circle. So whether you're watching the replay or watching live, I'm going to invite you to close your eyes now and connect with your breath, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth at your own rhythm. And as you do that, you're just calling and gathering all of your energy away from people and situations, your work list, your to-do list, calling your energy away from anyone that may have a hold of your energy, a hold of your attention and awareness, and calling and gathering your energy into your body. And just calling and gathering now as much of your energy that is perhaps spread around the cosmos. You're calling and gathering your energy all the way into your body now. And as you're breathing, just start to become aware of your body. Feeling how you're sitting on the chair. Just allowing yourself to be supported by the chair, releasing into the chair. And if your chair has a back, just inviting your body to relax and to be held by the chair behind you. And just really inviting yourself now to really feel and become aware and sensitive to your hips and your pelvis. And just putting your hands over your womb now. So your womb is a few finger whips above your pubic bone. And she's about the size of a pear if you're not menstruating. So just taking some breaths now into this space. Just making a very conscious connection to breathe and connect into this space. Feeling how your womb feels. Sinking into the depths. And just seeing if there's a word that comes. Maybe a word that describes how you're feeling. Maybe a word of intention for this call. Or it may be something else. So just allowing that word or words to come up as a feeling, a knowing, without filtering. Just being with what is. And just now taking a deep physical breath into the physical edges of your body. Just starting to come into your body. And I know some of us have just all joined. So this is how I open circle, by really connecting and being with ourselves. And during that process now, I'm going to invite you to put in the chat box your name and that word or that intention that came through for this call. So when you do this, we're just really inviting you into the energy of the circle. So just put it in the chat box. Even if you're watching the replay, you can put it in the comments, your name and that word or that intention. So my name is Kelly, and that word that came through was aliveness. So let me know what your word is, your name. It's a very sacred act when you speak your name into the circle, because it's really affirming that you are here. You're here for yourself. You're here for your womb. And I'm just going to take a few moments to allow that to come. Oh, Jazz, you got the same word as me, aliveness. Wow, that's incredible. Being present. Yes, being present. And in Zoom, first word, sleepy, image wanting to cocoon and go inwards. Yes. Energy. Beautiful. Love. All these beautiful words and these beautiful women coming together in this potent space. So welcome. So during my full 8-week circle, Awaken Your Womb, this is part of the first call that I do. And this is about really connecting, making a very conscious connection with the womb space. Because after that, then it's almost like we go on a very deep feminine journey of cleansing this space, because our womb space is the space, it is the temple of the goddess. It's the place where we inhabit her presence, where we come into her being. And when we are fully inhabiting her presence, we're able to connect to her deep wisdom that she wishes to share through us as an emanation of the goddess, and also our presence in the world, to take up space, to say this is me and how I live my truth. And then also it's the portal of life where things are created from. So this energetic vortex, this sacred womb space, comes online. It's its natural purpose, really, when we start to clear and heal the space. So this first call today is the connection. And then in the full 8-week circle, which this is a preview of, we then go through a series of initiations into this space to cleanse and heal all the reasons why we're not connected to this space, why this isn't a place of the goddess. And some of those processes include things such as clearing womb grief that we hold, grief through being very disconnected from this space for a long time, clearing grief from perhaps miscarriages or terminations or infertility, through trauma that we've received in this space, through unloving experiences, through abuse perhaps. We then go into clearing our ancestral line, of what it meant to be a woman in our ancestral line, because for the last few thousand years, what it's meant to be a woman has meant different things, such as having your reproductive system, having no control over it. Perhaps it meant being legally owned by your husband. Perhaps it meant not having a voice. Perhaps it meant being persecuted for holding medicine woman powers. And so when we clear our ancestral line, we're able to start to come into this deep presence of this sacred womb temple. We then go into clearing all the distorted masculine energies we hold, the energetic imprints we hold in the womb space from perhaps previous partners or unloving sexual experiences. We then go into clearing the wounded feminine, the jealousy, the comparison, the never feeling enough that drives us into this wounded feminine persona. Once those things are done, we can then go into this sacred womb temple and start to own the power and energy of this womb. And then finally, we start to commune with this deep inner goddess within and start to then live our very deep purpose and what we want to create in the world, almost what the goddess wants us to create in the world. So it is a bit of a journey as we go through those, but once you do that, like Inanna, who descends through the 7 stages into the underworld, you are then reborn into a completely new frequency that is embodied within every cell of your body. And I'm just reading some of the other comments. So leave me alone, someone had. So this can be very common. This can be a very common thing that the womb can say if she's holding on to trauma or pain, or perhaps you haven't listened to her for a long time. Another one has had creative flow. Word that came as goddess. So yeah, exactly. All of these things are stored within the womb space. And so then we're going to get into this first call today. And this first call is about connecting to your 3 feminine power centers. So the ideal feminine state is a spiritual presence, light in the body. So actually where we are fully embodied, fully grounded and in our physical bodies. And when we're in our physical bodies, then we're able to enjoy the calm, powerful feeling of being in the here and now. And actually what that brings is an ability to be with yourself in all that you are, in all of the glory stuff, the beautiful stuff, but also all of the yucky stuff, all of perhaps the feelings that we would label as negative or not good or shadow. It enables us to be with all that we are, and all that we are is everything. So when we're able to be with all that we are, we start to carry a very powerful I am presence, because we're not in the judgment realm or what's good or what's bad. We are in full beingness and acceptance of all we are. And therefore we're able to live each moment more fully, because we're able to accept our situation and be with ourselves in whatever situation, whether it's, like I said, good or bad. So it enables us to have a much more powerful I am presence. Also, when we're fully connected and embodied, we're able to become more sensitive to our body and what emotions we're holding, and actually have deeper clarity on how we are feeling, because we're not running away from our feelings or scared of what we've stuffed down. We're able to more fully be with ourselves and therefore feel our emotions and allow them to come to pass. And then in that, then we're able to more fully experience full health and vitality within our body. It's like we become more connected to all of our body parts, to the organs, to the different systems, the nervous system, the circulatory system, the digestive system. And we're able to more fully feel what's really going on in our body and actually bring our presence into every part of our body and bring therefore safety. Because often when we feel unsafe, we leave, and through shamanic soul loss, when we experience something like a car accident, we leave the body. And so often if we're experiencing something that our body doesn't know how to cope with, we leave. And so bringing our essence into ourselves, into our body, helps us be with all that we are and actually bring our presence into our body, and therefore safety in our body. Actually, we are safe when we are present with ourselves, and we've created this false persona that when we don't feel safe, we leave the body. But actually, your power is where your presence is, and your presence is where your power is. So it's about really bringing your feminine essence fully into the body. Now, when we are fully in our body, then we can enjoy a natural connection to our 3 feminine energy centers. And our 3 feminine energy centers are parts where our feminine energy is like a power center. So the first part is our pineal gland. So the pineal gland is kind of, if you were to put your head in the middle of your forehead and the crown of your head, and they were to meet in the middle of your brain, it's the gland in the middle of your brain. And this is your feminine center of intuition, your feminine center of I see. And the feminine is the part of us that is connected to our highest vision, our highest intuition. So making sure that this power center is online, that there's no blocks that are stopping us from seeing all that we can see, really brings our feminine energy and power more into our bodies. The second part then is the second power center is our heart. And this is obviously our center of I love, our sense of connection. And I find for women, it's very easy for us to be connected to this unconditional love, especially for others, but not so much for ourselves. So bringing this center online is about really bringing this online for our bodies, for ourselves, for our spirit, and really helping us to radiate that love into every cell of our body. The third center then is our womb. And this is our center of personal presence, our center of I am, and our center of creativity, where we create from, not just human lives, but creative projects, businesses, ideas, but also our center of wisdom. This is the temple where the goddess resides. And when this space is clear, you're able to more fully connect to this deep, innate wisdom that you carry within you. And you're able to then transmit that out into the world. So, what I want to do is take you through a very powerful practice, which is designed to bring light, awareness, and strength to these 3 feminine centers. So this practice is a very physical, visceral practice, and it's about consciously clearing any blocks that are stopping us from fully inhabiting and embodying these centers. But also then starting to really awaken these centers on a deeper level, a much more profound level. Now, particularly in the womb center, it's very normal for women to feel energetically, emotionally, spiritually, and physically disconnected from this space. And that is because of many reasons. One reason being I feel that we have been purposely disconnected from this space because it is a center of power. And if we knew the power that we carried within ourselves, the powers that would not have all the power and influence that they hold. Also, we become disconnected from this space because it has a transmutational energy, a magical energy that turns an egg into a fetus, into a baby. There's a transmutational energy going on here that we're able to transmute, not just birth things, but also to transmute ourselves, and almost a center for rebirthing ourselves and clearing ourselves. And when we've forgotten that magic and energy, it's like it becomes clogged up with toxicity from our lives, and that can be trauma we're holding on to, pain we're holding on to, difficult things that we've experienced in life, and we haven't had the tools to process them, get blocked down in this space. So during this practice, we can also work on this particular space of physically releasing the residual tension and blocks around this center, and then we can start to invite in a nourishing light into this center, into your center of your power and your presence into the world, so that you can start to reside more deeply into this space. And as you start to reside more deeply into this space, it's almost like we could start to expand out the light of our presence, our womb light, much more clearly and powerfully, and almost start to define your own energy space, the space where you are sovereign in this world, where you have a right to define what is your own truth, your own desires, and your own power. And the more that you occupy you, actually, the space of you, the more you feel calm and serene and centered in your everyday actions, because it's really common for us, unfortunately, to be quite full of other people's things and other people's ideas and traumas and issues. And so what that does is it creates a lot of static energy around us, where we don't feel fully calm and present and able to be in ourselves, because we're not in ourselves in the most simple, beautiful way. So I'm going to take you through a very powerful practice where we awaken this space, where we activate this space, and where we clear this space. Now, anyone can do this practice except if you are pregnant. If you are pregnant, please do not do this meditation, because if you have a beautiful baby growing in this womb, we don't want to be bringing in light frequencies and things in order to, perturb that beautiful growth. So don't do this practice if you're pregnant. Anything else you can do this practice for. So how I'm going to take you through this practice, it's a meditation, a very guided meditation, and I'm just going to ask you to really try and be upright. Don't lie down where you can perhaps fall asleep. Try and sit in this space, and we're going to work with three things. The first thing is intention. And intention is actually the most powerful thing in the world. And we have forgotten how powerful we are and how powerful our intention is. But actually, just by intending something, which I'm going to guide you through the intention, which is to awaken and clear these spaces of power, actually our intention is so powerful. It's almost like we wouldn't need to do anything else. So we're going to work with intention, and then we're going to work with our breath. So I'm going to guide you with your breath to go into different parts of your body and to start to connect and awaken different parts of your body. And then we're going to work with light. So these practices, I work with light frequencies because they are very pure frequencies that hold intelligence, where we are able to awaken and clear our space and own our space. So they're the three things that we're going to work with. But before we go into them, I want to just invite you in for a bit of reflection time. And I want you to really just connect with yourself and really ask yourself, what is your overall state of self-love and self-connection in your body right now? So what is your overall state of self-love and self-connection in your body? And just reflect on that. And if you want to share, please put it in the comments. So normally when we're in circle, we're all together, we can see each other's faces, and there's a real part of sharing here. Now, you don't have to share, but just really ask yourself, what is your state of overall self-love and self-connection in your body? As you do that, I'm going to have some water. And you can let me know in the chat box if you want. I won't read it out loud. Or you may just want to keep that for yourself. But just take a few moments to really reflect on that. And I can see some comments are starting to come through. So as I said, I won't read them. But just really being with yourself and being with what your connection is to your body and to yourself and your self-love. Okay, so now we are going to do this activation meditation. And as I said, you can do this for any reason, but just not if you're pregnant. So I'm going to invite you to close your eyes now. Just going to shuffle around. So closing your eyes. And breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth at your own rhythm. So just breathing, letting your breath breathe your body naturally at its own rhythm. In through your nose and out through your mouth. And we're going to start with the intention now, which I'm going to invite you to say in your mind's eye, in your own words. It's my sacred intention to connect and awaken my 3 centers of feminine power, and to clear any blocks that are stopping me from awakening my womb. So just breathing that intention down into your body and out into your energy field. Radiating out into the universe with your intention. And connecting again now with your breath. Breathing up through your nose and out through your mouth. And as we breathe in, we're breathing in life. And as we breathe out through our mouth, you're just releasing any toxicity, and anything that's ready to be released now. So breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth at your own rhythm. Start connecting to your breath now, coming up through your nostrils. Start really feeling this breath that carries the intention of cleansing and activating these 3 centers of feminine power. Start feeling this breath now carrying the intention as it comes up through your nostrils. And you're breathing in this intention. You're going to start to notice and feel it coming in, this breath coming in like a liquid light. Allowing this liquid light to rush all the way up through your nostrils. Noticing the color of this light. The feeling of this light. As it comes up all the way up through your nostrils. Up through your forehead and into your brain now. Breathing this liquid light into your brain. This deeply cleansing, activating light. And just inviting this light to wash around your brain now. And as you breathe out, you're just releasing any outdated thought patterns, any blocks that are stopping you from fully inhabiting your feminine power. And just allowing this light now to wash all the way through the cells of your brain, cleansing your brain. And just starting to see this light now as it starts to spiral around your brain, spiraling around. And it's starting to spiral all the way into the circle now. And as it's spiraling right into the center of your brain, it's spiraling around your pineal gland. The small gland right at the center of your brain. And as this liquid light, your breath starts to spiral around the pineal gland starts to vibrate and open. And this liquid light now is pouring into your pineal gland, opening up your pineal gland. 360 degrees. Opening up your feminine power center of intuition. Keep connecting with your breath. As this liquid light, as you invite this liquid light now to come up through your nostrils. Wash over your brain, and it's going to start to come down your brain stem now. Coming down your brain stem, down your neck. And just releasing any tension and holding you have around your neck and your shoulders. Taking a deep breath of this liquid light into your shoulders and just allowing your shoulders to release over responsibility, pain and stress of holding onto everything, of being responsible for everything. To allow this liquid light to come down your arms and into your hands and your fingers. Connecting with this breath as it more and more of this breath and this liquid light is washing over you now like a waterfall of light. As it starts to come into the upper chest now. Breathing this liquid light into the upper chest, allowing this light to expand into the lungs, into the chest, releasing any disappointments and any grief that you've got stored and stuck around your chest. To allow this liquid light to come deeper now, traveling all the way down into your sternum, and then seeing as it starts to spiral around your heart now, feeling your breath and this liquid light spiraling around your heart, clearing any blocks, any shielding around your heart. As you allow this liquid light to pour into your heart now, opening up your heart 360 degrees and allowing the love energy from your heart to spill out into every cell of your body. Spreading this love energy into every cell of your body. To allow this liquid light to keep pouring over you like a waterfall, allowing this liquid light to come deeper now, down through the center of your chest and down into your diaphragm, the ribs at the bottom of your rib cage. Breathing this liquid light now into the rib cage, into your diaphragm. And as you take a big drink on this light into your diaphragm, just allowing yourself to release emotions that you stuffed down, things that you haven't been able to process. Allowing this liquid light to lovingly and gently start to dissolve these now. As this liquid light comes further down to the right side under your ribs into your liver. Breathing this liquid light into your liver and allowing the liver to lovingly and gently and manageably release. To let go, and almost inviting your liver to drop down and relax into your body, letting go. To allow this liquid light now to come over the left side underneath your ribs into your spleen and your pancreas. Breathing this liquid light into your spleen and your pancreas, allowing them to be supported to relax. To keep breathing this liquid light now into your back and down into the lumbar spine, breathing this liquid light into your kidneys now and your adrenals. So taking a big breath of this liquid light into your kidneys and your adrenals, just letting go of the daily stresses and grinds. To allow your adrenals to let go, to relax and drop down. You keep connecting and feeling this liquid light washing down your back and coming down now to the base of your spine, to the sacrum, the triangular bone at the base of your spine. Breathing this liquid light now into your sacrum and allowing this liquid light to start to spiral around your pelvic bones now, around the left side and the right side. Coming around the side now and around the front until you get to your pubic bone. And then breathing this liquid light to come all the way into the center of your pelvic bowl, deeply into your sacred womb space. Breathing in this liquid light into your womb. Putting your hands over your womb space now and allowing your womb to take a drink of this light. She may not have had a drink in a long time. So just allowing her to drink in this light, this liquid light. Just starting to make a conscious connection now with your womb, between your hands and your womb. Breathing in. And if it feels right, you can start to invite your womb to awaken. Inviting your womb to awaken to a much deeper level than she's perhaps awoken to before. Just see how that feels. She responds to this invitation to awaken. You may feel cramping, pulsing, warmth, something else. Just breathing into the center of your womb. And now with each breath, you're going to invite this light now within the center of your womb to start to get stronger. So with each breath, the light within your womb is starting to get richer and thicker and stronger. Your womb is going to start to shine out her light now beyond your womb, into your hips and your pelvis. With each breath, feeling this bright light within your womb getting stronger and shining farther out. As you invite this thick, rich womb light now to start to come into your body. Breathing this thick, rich womb light all the way into your body now, filling up every cell. With your I am presence. Now allowing this light to come out through the pores of your skin. Breathing this thick, rich womb light out into your energy field now. And as you do that, it's almost like with your hands, you're just releasing any contraction around your energy field. Perhaps it's been pulled in close to your body. You're just pushing it out with this womb light so that you can start to very clearly fill up your space, your energetic space with you, with the magic and energy of you, the place where you get to define your truth, your power. So breathing now and filling up your entire energy field all the way around your body as far as your arms can reach with this womb light. And as you do that, you're starting to define that you are sovereign in this space. That this space is for you and you alone. and that you are queen and ruler of this space. Taking some deep breaths now, noticing how you feel, noticing any physical sensations in your body. Any images, visions, or messages. You start to take some physical breaths now into the physical edges of your body. So starting to feel the physical edges of your body. Starting to wiggle your fingers and your toes. And starting to flutter your eyes open. And when you're ready now, you can just start to open your eyes and come back into your body, into the call. Welcome back, everyone. So I'd love to open up for some sharing. How you found that? How was it connecting to the three centers? Was it easy? Was it challenging? And how do you feel? So you can just let me know in the chat box how you're feeling, how that was for you. And if you have any questions as well. And even if you're watching the replay, you can let me know and I will come and check later. Yes, so yawning and burping can be part of this. It's a way that we transmute energy, releasing blocks, and really getting more into this sacred space. It was challenging. I'm still feeling an intensity in the heart area. So this is something that you can also come back to, you can listen to again. Challenging to disconnect and reconnect. Became restless, yawning and cramping. So cramping around the womb space tends to be a sign that it's awakening. So like a light period pain. This is like an awakening of the womb space. If it's pain, like intense pain, sharp pain, that's normally a sign that there's something to release, some sort of trauma or memory or energy to release. That was amazing. I found an opening in the pineal gland. Yeah, so you can start to feel that these things start to awaken. Now, if it was challenging, if you found it difficult to connect to the space, that's often a sign that there's stuff in there that needs to be cleared. That could be a past relationship, it could be memories, it could be that you've never really had a connection to the space, because it's normal, unfortunately, to not have a connection to this space. So if you found it challenging, it's normally a sign that there's things that need to be worked on. I'm just seeing some other messages. A blue light from the womb space, beautiful. Yes, this blue light is a light that I see a lot. For me, this is the light of the feminine, the ether, the primordial energy. So I love it that you saw that. So let me know now if you have any questions. So I know there's people in Zoom and on Facebook and also on the replay. So let me know if you have any questions. Some things that can happen after you've done this practice is you can start to have memories of things. Now they can be pleasant memories of perhaps past life gifts or wisdom or a remembering of some kind. It can be memories can come up of people maybe that you didn't have good experiences with, and that's normally a sign there's things that need to be cleared. So you can either, that can happen. You may come on your period early. Right, I'm just going to answer this question because it's important. Still feeling the intensity in the area, in the heart area. Is it best to breathe? Yeah. So just breathing into the heart and just maybe perhaps putting, if you're feeling intensity anywhere, actually just putting your hand on that part of the body and just asking it what it needs to say. Normally a pain is a call for presence. It's a call for attention. There's something that wants to be spoken, something that wants to be heard there. So that is what I would recommend for that. And you can let me know offline if you want, if it continues, but it shouldn't continue. It's just something that just gently breathing, feeling and asking what that is, what that intensity is. So yeah, where was I? Period pains. If you're on your period, if you're still bleeding, I mean, in general, i.e. you're not in your menopause, then this could bring on, you could come on your period a little bit early because we haven't done a deep cleansing today. It's more of a release, but that can happen. So you can just let me know. It's not intense and it doesn't have to happen. For some people, it doesn't happen, but I mention it just in case. You could, as I said, so that, or you can start to have memories of previous rememberings of wisdom. What happened for me is I had a lot of rememberings of wisdom, of carrying ancient knowledge and work. I also had a lot of memories of painful trauma, and I'm laughing now because I've managed to clear them, but it wasn't funny at the time. So these are the things that can start to come up as we start to bring this space online, because we have been disconnected from it from a long time. So when you start to connect to it, it's almost like it brings up all the beauty and all the wisdom, but also all the blocks that you have that are stopping you from connecting to this space. Ongoing, you can do the practice again. And if you want, I have a 10-minute meditation that's a separate audio file, so you can just ask me for that and I will send it to you. If you get a call to work, if you get a call to work with this deeper, if you feel like, oh my goodness, my womb's asking me, or I feel drawn to this work, then reach out to me, because I have either a self-study or an 8-week option available to start to go into initiating into the space, to start to work with the space and start to reclaim this womb temple. I had women start today in circle and it was really powerful and absolutely beautiful. And it's really an invitation for you to fully embody this goddess, to fully embody your wisdom and to live from your unique truth, your unique desires and your voice and what you bring out into the world. So if it's calling you, just reach out to me. Someone's asked how often I should do this. I like you to be guided by that. I don't think it's something that has to be done daily. It's nice if it can be. So just, I would say a few times a week. I don't like to give people guidelines because I think we get told so much. So just feel within and feel what you need and trust that and go with that is what I would say. Right, has anyone else got any questions? Fantastic work, thanks so much. Thank you so much, thank you. Yes, This is the sacred womb space. And when it's fully cleared and activated, it's a whole different way of living. Head pressure. So I would do the same, like, well, it could be a couple of things. It could be that you've been breathing too intensely. So it could be like you're breathing too intensely. So there's a little bit of, just coming back to your natural breath. Or I would put my hands on my head, what needs to be heard, what needs to be thought. Is there something that you're blocking there? Or it may just be the energy running through it. So let me know how you get on, but that should clear. Drink some water, go back to normal kind of breathing, and that should clear. No worries. Okay. Well, thank you everyone for joining live or on the replay or on Zoom or on Facebook. It's been really my pleasure to host this. I wanted to do this preview. If you have any questions, keep them coming in the comments, or you can send me a private message. And if you feel called to this work, to go deeper into initiating into this space, please reach out to me. Thank you so much, everyone. Betsy, Claire, Jennifer, Liz, Norara, and Briley, everyone. Thank you so much. Jazz, Nesma, I know there's so many people joined. Sita, thank you. Thank you very much. Lots of love, everyone. Bye-bye. My pleasure.